Pro Football Focus has been the frenemy of the Minnesota Vikings. Sometimes friend, sometimes foe. Actually, usually foe. They get it right when it comes to Justin friggin' Jefferson. Sometimes they get it right with, say, Brian O'Neill, even though he's massively underrated. Well, they got it right sometimes with his grades, but then rankings, not so much. They love Danielle Hunter, they love Harrison Smith, they love Eric Kendricks, etc. So sometimes they get it right, sometimes not so much. This one is a bit of a mixed bag. So they went through and they ranked their 2022 NFL wide receiver rankings and tiers, and both Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen make the list, but it's a bit of a backhanded compliment, and we'll get into why. So it's one of these rankings where they have tiers where I don't like it at all, because if you don't fit into a tier, you're limited of where your ranking is going to be. And I don't like that at all. So up there at the elite, they have Devontae Adams, who they love. They just slobber over Devontae Adams, who now that he's not a greasy, grimy Green Bay Packer, I can say, yes, I respect his game. But number one, I don't know, man. I don't know. You got to put him above a Cooper Kupp? Fair. Nuke Hopkins still up there at 3, even though he's been injured, as well as he's going to be suspended 6 games this year, plus he's getting a little bit older. 3. Okay. Stephon Diggs, respect. Tyreek Hill with the Dolphins. I don't know. I understand that Tyreek took that payday, but Tua, I don't know. Man. No, so here's where the backhanded compliment comes in. So Justin Jefferson makes the elite tier, which is great, but is it just me, or does it always seem like Jefferson is always ranked behind Jamar Chase? And respect, Jamar Chase had one of the best rookie seasons in NFL history, broke Justin friggin' Jefferson's rookie receiving record, right? But even going back to LSU, Jamar Chase was the guy, Justin Jefferson was the number 2, Jamar Chase is Batman, Justin Jefferson is Robin, but are we acting like Justin Jefferson hasn't had the best 2 seasons of a receiver in NFL history? First 2 years? Are we just going to completely ignore that? Plus, I mean, the national media loves to hate on Kirk Cousins. Who do you think's been throwing him the ball? So, in your mind, under your stupid rules, shouldn't his degree of difficulty gone way up? I don't understand it, man. Jamar Chase has jumping Joe Burrow. They went to the Super Bowl. It's fantastic, right? But no. So, again, backhanded compliment. Yes, it's great that he made the elite tier. Not so much that he's behind Jamar Chase, because I think Jefferson has established more of himself than Chase. And Hill, Diggs, I would put Diggs and Jefferson on the same tier. But also you have to do that barroom logic of, hey, swap out Justin Jefferson, put him with Josh Allen. Would he have done the same or better or worse? And then Stephon Diggs. I think he would have done better. And then Nuke still up there 3. So also Mike Evans makes the elite tier. So fantastic to see, right? You got Debo, you got A.J. Brown in the young talents on the cusp of tier 1. Wait, so if you're a really good receiver, but you're older, you physically cannot be in 9 through 14, which is just kind of stupid, man. All right, so Godwin, blah, 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 Michael Thomas, Allen Robinson, Keenan Allen. So Thielen checks in at 19, which is fitting. In the tier 3, former tier 1 veterans eyeing a bounce back, getting healthy. So you got Godwin coming off his ACL. Michael Thomas, I feel like Michael Thomas hasn't been healthy since 2018. Allen Robinson, sure. Keenan Allen, yes. Thielen, Julio, get the stretch. And OBJ at 21. All right, so here's what they wrote about Thielen. Thielen has already endured several up and down swings throughout his NFL career and will be eyeing another bounce back in 2022. The Minnesota Viking was a top 5 grade receiver in 2018, but injury played a part in double-digit grading swing downward in 2019 after his limited time on the field. That was when he missed, and then B.C. Johnson rose up as a 7th-round rookie. Thielen came back into form in 2020 with the 6th highest PFF grade, but took another tumble in grade in 2021, some of which can be attributed to injury down the stretch. When Thielen is healthy, his advanced route running makes him a clear tier 1 player. So that's praise. That's high praise. And tier 1 for them is the top 8. And I think that Thielen certainly can hold his own up there because he's one of the cleanest route runners in the league. He's probably the best red zone threat wide receiver out there as well. And it's clear that he and Kirk Cousins do have a rapport, despite they disagreed week 17 against the Bears in 2018. So, yeah, Thielen, and Jefferson, I still think are the best wide receiver duo in the National Football League. And respect to Evans and Godwin, respect to Waddle as well as Tyreek Hill. I mean, Thielen and Jefferson are still it. So, again, it's always a bit of a mixed bag with PFF. It's great that they're both of Jefferson and Thielen made the list, but Jefferson is obviously way too low. Thielen, I understand the ranking, and also the fact that they did say, hey, when he is healthy, he is a tier 1 wide receiver is fantastic as well. Also, T. Higgins up here, man. Yeah, respect. Scary Terry, I think, is a little bit low at 14. CD's fine. DK, AJ, yeah. I mean, it's tough here where you got Debo at 9. What are you going to do? I personally would move up Scary Terry a couple spots. Higgins, respect, like we said. But Jefferson. All right, so here's what they said about Jefferson. The big concern with JJ coming out LSU in 2020 was his ability to effectively defeat press man coverage on the outside. After 2 years in the league, it's safe to say that's no longer a concern. And even now, the 6'1", 202-pound receiver's greatest strength, only Davante Adams has produced higher grade against press man coverage since 2020. That's incorrect. Isn't Jefferson the best in your own rankings? I don't know. Jefferson has been incredibly productive against press man, averaging 3.55 yards per route run, second, and 21 explosive receptions of 15 or more yards, tied for first. He's the definition of a big play threat and someone who could rise into tier 1 to dethrone some of the veterans up top. Well, isn't he tier 1? But he's going to be rising up. But like we said, he's already at the top. He is already the tip of the spear. Again, respect to Jamar Chase. Who would you take right now, Jefferson or Chase? Who's been more impressive during their time in the league? I will take Jefferson. Can Jamar Chase do it 2 years in a row? We'll see. Tyreek Hill, given age and given the current situation in Miami, you'd have to downgrade him. Stephon Diggs, I will put Jefferson above Diggs. And this is not a sour grapes, anything like that. It was a trade where both sides won. And I think the Vikings got slightly the best of it. Nuke's not even going to be playing 6 weeks. Plus, he's been hurt. Didn't injuries downgrade Adam Thielen? Why didn't injuries downgrade DeAndre Hopkins, huh? So, yes, I would put Jefferson up there. And then you get into the stratosphere. All right, so top 3 in the league right now would be Davante Adams, Cooper Kupp, and Justin Jefferson. Not necessarily in that order. It's a bit of take your pick. And as we broke down comparing the Vikings and the Rams earlier today, who would you take, Jefferson or Kupp? It's pretty close. Long term, you're obviously taking Jefferson because of age, but if you had one game, one season this year, who you got? I'll take JJ. I will, because even though Sean McVay is the man, he's the man. I mean, don't discount the brain drain of losing Kevin O'Connell and Wes Phillips from the Rams offense, who are coming over to the Vikings, because Sean McVay is obviously a genius, but he's not a one-man show. So that is going to be es muy difícil, very difficult. And then Davante Adams with the Raiders. I guess he gets a bonus because now he's away from Aaron Rodgers. But what's going to happen? What's going to happen with Derek Carr, right? By the way, Kirk Cousins is clearly a better quarterback than Derek Carr, but how does Derek Carr get all of this praise and none of the demerits, and then Kirk Cousins always gets shat on? Is it a Vikings thing? I mean, it's got to be, right? But anyway. But like we said, a bit of a mixed bag here with PFF. Too low on JJ. I understand the Thielen ranking. Great that they both made the top 32, but again, it sort of is what it is. But your thoughts? Pro Football Focus's wide receiver rankings, Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. What are your thoughts on their rankings? What are your thoughts on our thoughts? Let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.